Hi, everybody. It's Eric Murray from the sugarhuddle.com. I apologize for not posting betting lines and picks and fantasy studs and sleepers videos this week for week 7. I'm in the process of relocating, so I'm holed up in a hotel in Plainfield, Indiana right now, just outside Indianapolis. But anyways, I wanted to at least get this Thursday night recap video in. It's Friday morning right now, so it's the morning after. The Broncos killed the Cardinals in Glendale 45-10. The Cardinals, who we already knew were bad, were especially bad yesterday and made the 2-win Broncos look like a undefeated team almost. I mean, it was like a JV versus varsity. I said in my articles on the website leading up to the game that it definitely wasn't going to be must-see TV, which would have obviously been more fitting if it would have actually been on NBC, but, it's on Fox. But whatever. Anyways, it wasn't must-see TV. It was terrible TV. And anyways, the kind of the big news leading up to the game was Von Miller, obviously the Broncos superstar linebacker, Super Bowl 50 MVP. He had said that they were going to dominate the Cardinals, and that's not exactly a Joe Namath Super Bowl guarantee, or not exactly guaranteeing a win over the Patriots or anything like that. But nonetheless, the fact that he was able to back it up after the Broncos had been so terrible on defense the last couple weeks was pretty impressive. So coming out of the gate, Broncos start to finish dominated, as I mentioned. Opening drive for Josh Rosen and the Cardinals, second play of the game, Rosen's pass, kind of a low, ball that he kind of whizzed past the line of scrimmage. Right at the line of scrimmage, it gets batted by Broncos defender or defensive lineman, and then Broncos linebacker Todd Davis picks it off, takes it back 20 yards the other way for the touchdown. All of a sudden, it's 7-0, less than a minute in. And remember, right before that play, David Johnson, the opening play of the game from scrimmage, had a run for no gain, and then Rosen and the Cardinals were forced to take a timeout because the play clock was already running down. That happened to them multiple times in this game, and they also had at least one or two delay of games. I think they might have more than that. So really discombobulated from the get-go for Arizona. And as for the Broncos, they get the ball back, and I think it was actually 2 possessions later, they put together a 6-play, 77-yard scoring drive. And to cap off the drive, Emmanuel Sanders takes the pitch on a reverse, rolling to his right, on the run. Cortland Sutton, the rookie wide receiver from SMU, really promising player, 6'4", 216 pounds, very athletic, very gifted, wide open in the end zone, makes an unbelievable catch because Sanders threw it just a tad bit too far, but it didn't matter because Sutton left his feet and was able to reel it, catch it, was able to get his hand up on it and then catch it one-handed, trap it against his helmet. Unbelievable catch. Great play all around. Fooled the Cardinals. I think it was actually Patrick Peterson who broke off defending it down the field because he saw Sanders was, on a reverse, and he figured, oh, okay, he's gonna take it himself. So Sanders was able to completely suck in the Cardinals defense. And anyways, got the touchdown there. And then soon after, Rosen threw another pick six on the play. J.J. Nelson, it was like a 3rd and 1, and J.J. Nelson was running some sort of, I don't know if it's supposed to be like a slant or a post, like a short post or what it was supposed to be. But anyways, Parks from the Broncos, Will Parks, he kind of chips him a little bit, kind of gets in his way, and Chris Harris Jr. is able to pick it off, take it back 53 yards. Him and Davis actually high-fived each other on the way to the end zone, which is kind of cool. Prior to that, the Cardinals had actually kicked the field goal to cut it to 14-3, but on 3rd and 4 from the Denver 25, they curiously decided to go to the end zone instead of trying to get the first down. And I don't know if that was on Cardinals offense coordinator Mike McCoy, or if Rosen, being a rookie, got a little too overexcited and decided to take a shot to the end zone, but needless to say, it wound up going out of bounds, incomplete, and they had to settle for a field goal. And then, of course, pick six soon after makes it 21-3. Then right after that ends up being 28-3 because the Broncos get the ball back, and in one play, they score a 64-yard touchdown. Case Keenum, play action, Sanders wide open deep down the field, another busted coverage for the Cardinals, and then Sanders is able to walk in, does a cool front flip, going in the end zone. The Russian judges give him a 9.8 on that. They were a little bit generous. But anyways, so it was 28-3, and then they were up 35-3 by halftime. Game over. So anyways, just wanted to give some quick thoughts about the game. Von Miller, he was terrorizing the Cardinals, and again, the Cardinals' offensive line isn't very good, and they were dealing with some injuries, so you had a couple of backup players in there, but nonetheless, he was just unbelievable. He had a couple sacks, ended up having 10 quarterback hurries, which is third most in the NFL this year. The one play, Josh Rosen ended up not only with 2 pick sixes, 3 total interceptions, lost 2 fumbles of the 3 times that he fumbled, so he had 5 total turnovers in this one. And, the first one, he's scrambling around. Von Miller, he completely knocked down the Cardinals offensive lineman, one of their backups. Falls down, gets up. Rosen's trying to scramble away. He punches the ball out, and then another Broncos able to recover. And then Miller later on in the game in garbage time ends up recovering another fumble, and he could have taken it back for a touchdown, but he just kind of stumbled out of the gate, so he wasn't able to do that. But still, just a heck of a game for him. Davis led the team with 10 tackles. Chris Harris Jr. also had a really good game, had like 6 tackles. So anyways, Broncos defense is unbelievable. Cardinals offensively, Mike McCoy, play calling again, questionable. His best day is definitely behind him for sure. Rosen looked pretty lost at times. And again, not completely on him because he got sacked 6 times, really never had a chance. Running game obviously non-existent because of their offensive line, but Rosen struggled. Like I said, 5 turnovers. As for the Broncos, they really didn't have to do a whole lot offensively because of their defense. Case Keenum only had like 161 yards, 14-21, touchdown and a pick, but played pretty well. I mean, I know the numbers aren't going to reflect it. Played pretty darn good. Sanders had 6 catches, 102 yards in that long touchdown. He had a really, really nice game. Another strong outing for him. He's having his best year in a couple years. And then Philip Lindsay, the Broncos rookie running back, he had a long touchdown run, and he ended up with 90 rushing yards. Really nice game for him as well. He ran tough, and really with him, the short runs were kind of his most impressive because there were multiple, probably 3 or 4 times where he was kind of stopped dead to rights, and he was able to extend the play by a few yards, and a couple of times it led to first down. So he did a nice job. Broncos had 131 yards and 2 touchdowns on the ground. So the Cars, the great rock band, legendary rock band, they had that song, Just What I Needed. I guess you're just what I needed. And for the Broncos, the Arizona Cardinals were just what they needed, because this is a really nice win on a short week on the road, which again, there were more Broncos fans there than Cardinals fans in Arizona. But so it was kind of like a home game, but still, you're going on the road, short week, and so really, really nice bounce back for the Broncos, and now they have a couple extra days to prepare for the Chiefs. But at the same time, we saw how terrible their defense was the previous couple weeks. You're going up against the Rams and then going up against the Jets before that. 200-yard rushers in both games. Isaiah Crowell, of course, setting a franchise record a couple weeks back. 219 rushing yards. Todd Gurley had 208 last week for the Rams. And anyways, so there's still a long, long way to go for this Broncos football team. It's now 3-4. Still going to be questions about Vance Joseph and about others, but nonetheless, a really, really nice win. Now let's see what they can do in Kansas City, because maybe this win, even though it doesn't seem like that great of a win because they played so well, maybe it jumpstarts them, and maybe they are able to knock off the Chiefs next week. Chiefs are going kind of through a tough stretch because they just lost that disappointing Sunday night game to the Patriots. They got to play the Bengals this Sunday night, and then you got to play the Broncos again next Sunday. So we'll see. Broncos obviously held the Chiefs in check for 3 quarters last time before they fell apart on the 4th. So we'll see. But anyways, please go to sugarhuddle.com. Read the story on this video and all the other stories. Check it out every day. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like my Facebook page, which is The Sugar Huddle. Thank you.